Record. Dear students, today we will cover the topic Introduction to C programming language. As you know, language is the way by which we can communicate with each other. Like as in our day-to-day life, we use either Hindi to communicate with each other or English to communicate with each other. So, in order to communicate with the computer, there are various programming language. So before discussing about the C programming language, I would like to tell you that first of all, what is programming language? A programming language is a set of commands, instructions, and other syntax used to create a software program. Every program each consists of set of instructions. So whenever we give the input to the computer in the form of instructions, CPU act on the instruction and convert into the information or the useful program. And the languages that programmers use to write code are called the high level language. This code can be compiled into low level language, which is recognized directly by the computer hardware. As you know, computer can understand only the binary language. So, and the programmer write the code into the high level language, that is English like language. So we need some type of converter that can convert the high level code into low level code. Programming language are basically of two types: low level programming language. Low level language include assembly language and the machine language. Assembly language is one which can use the assembler to convert the code written in the assembly language into the machine language. And for the machine language, we do not need any type of converter because computer can directly understand the machine language. In the assembly language, we use the keyword like sum, multiply, div, etc. So if we want to multiply two number, then we have to use the syntax x mul y. It means x multiplied by y. So instead of using various machine codes here in assembly language, we are using the mnemonics to do our task. And in the high level programming language, high level language are designed to be easy to read and understand, because as you know, in the low level programming language, to remember all the codes or the mnemonics, it's very difficult. So in order to make our task easy, we have some another languages: C, C++, Java, Perl, PHP, and all these languages are like English like language. That's why they are called the high level programming language. So now let's start. What is C language? C is basically a middle level programming language. Why it is called middle level programming language? Because it uses the features of high level program as well as low level program. Or sometimes the C language is also called high level language with some low level features. Now the question is, it is a general purpose and the structured programming language. C is called general purpose programming language because almost all the programming language, either Java, .NET, Perl, PHP, whatever the programming language available in the market, mostly all are using the concept of C language. And why it is called structured programming language? Because it uses the structured concepts like if, whiles, else, break, etc. C language was basically developed by AT&T Bell Lab, New Jersey, America in 1972. It is also called procedure-oriented programming language. Why it is called procedure-oriented language? Because everything we do in C language mostly is done into the form of procedure. Let us take some example. For example, if we want to make a tea, the standard procedures are: we take the kettle, we boil the water, we add the sugar, cardamom, whatever. So it's different procedure. And if you want to make the coffee, again we have to take the coffee powder, boil milk, make the congestion, and so on. It's different procedure. So these are different procedure. So C programming language can think every programming language or every task in the form of the function. That's why C language is called the procedure oriented programming language. This is so popular language because it is reliable, simple, and easy to use. C language is basically well suited for the business and scientific application. It has various beautiful features like control structure, looping statement, array, macros. Control structures are like if, else, break, looping like for, while, do while. Arrays are to store the same type of data, and the macros are the predefined functions. C language is called compiled language since the source code must be first compiled in order to run. Guys, already as I have told you that computer can understand only the machine language, and we write our code in English like language, also known as the high level programming language. So C is just like C is a high level programming language. So we convert the high level language code into the machine language code. So for that we need some compiler, and compiler just act as a translator which convert our high level code into the machine language code. That's why C language is also called compiled language. Now let us see the history or the evolution of the C language, from where the C language originated. An international committee developed ALGOL 16 language. ALGOL stands for algorithmic language, and the algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve the problem. ALGOL 60, which is used to program all type of applications such as commercial applications, scientific application, and the system application, and so on. ALGOL 60 never became popular because it was too abstract and too general. To reduce this abstractness and generality, a new language called Combined Programming Language was developed at Cambridge University. CPL turned out to be so big, having so many features that it was hard to learn and difficult to implement. They are so difficult concepts and students found it very difficult to cover. Basic combined programming language developed by Martin Richard at the Cambridge University to solve the problem of CPL. As the CPL has lots of complexity, so in order to remove the complexity in that CPL language, another language that is developed by Martin Richard is known as the BCPL, that include only the basic of CPL. That's why it is called the basic combined programming language. It is less powerful and too specific as comparing to the CPL language, which was more abstract and more general. During the same time when the Martin Richard was developing a language BCPL, another intelligent person having name Ken Thompson, he developed another language known as B. And like the BCPL, B is also too specific. So finally, Dennis Ritchie inherit the feature of both the B language, which is developed by Ken Thompson, and the BCPL, which is developed by the Martin Richard, and combine its some own stuff and develop another language which is having the features of both B and BCPL, known as the C language. So now the question is, why we learn C? As you know, C language is most commonly used programming language. It is used for writing almost all the operating system. Guys, you can't believe, even though 95% code of the Unix language, Unix operating system, was written in the C language. Later, Microsoft Windows, Mac operating system, GNU, Linux, all other operating system are written in C language. Not only in the C language of operating system, it is the precursor and inspiration for almost all the most popular high-level language available today. In fact, Perl, PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor, Python, Ruby, almost all the languages are written in the C language. By this way of analogy, let us say that you are going to learning Spanish, Italian, or French. Guys, can you learn this language directly? Yes. But do you think knowing Latin would be helpful? Yes. Knowing Latin would be helpful because it is a basic to all these three languages, Spanish, Italian, and French. Just as Latin was the basic of all those languages. In the same way, by using the same analogy, knowing C will enable you to understand and appreciate an entire family of programming language built upon the tradition of the C language. There are some features of the C language. C language is the robust language. By the robust means it is reliable. We can use to write any complex language. It is well suited for both the system software and the business application or the general purpose application. C language can be used for dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation means at the runtime, you can increase the size, you can decrease the size. There are various functions available in the C language like malloc, calloc to provide the dynamic memory allocation. Another beautiful feature of the C language is C is a highly portable language. By the means portable means whatever the code you are written on the one system, that code can be run on the another system without any modification. That's why C is called the highly portable. Means if you are running one program on the Salon machine and the same program can be run on i7 machines. A C language is basically a collection of functions that are supported by C language. And the program that are written in the C language are efficient and fast because every language has some grammar. Like English is having its own grammar, Hindi is having its own grammar. In the same way, C language has its own grammar, and the every program has to fulfill or strictly adhere to the syntax of the that particular C language. C is a case sensitive language. By the meaning of case sensitive, if we write capital A and the small a, both are different alphabets. But if the language is not case sensitive, both are same. C is having only 32 keywords like printf, scanf, if, while, do while. These are the keywords. Keywords are basically the reserved words that we used in the instructions while programming our program. C is a structured or the procedural programming language that use top-down approach. As I already told you, a structured means that is having the single entry point and the single exit point. And the inside that we can use various controls like if, break, while, do while, switch, lots of concepts we can use. And in the procedure programming language, in order to solve our task, we use the procedures or the functions. So guys, let's starting with the beginning with C programming, and in this we cover the structure of the C program. As you know, here is an example program that just print the value of a variable a10. Here I am writing the 5 lines. First line hash include studio dot h, and the studio dot h is written in the angular bracket. After that, int main int a equals to 10, print percentage d comma a, return 0. The first line is called the header. It's a general syntax of the C program. Header, main function, variable declaration, body, return statement. By the means header. So let us explain the first line one by one. Header file inclusion. The first line that is written hash include studio.h. The first and foremost component is the inclusion of the header file in C program. A header file is a file with extension .h which contain C function, declaration and macro definition to be shared between several source file. Header files basically only contain the declarations, or we can say that the prototype of various function. It does not include the definition or the code of that particular functions. There are various header files available in the C language. First one is standard definition.h, which defines several useful types and macro. Studio.h is the most common header file that can be used for the input and output functions. Like just like for input we use scanf, and for the output we use printf function. String.h, if we want to do any operation on the strings, if you want to copy the string, reverse the string, there are some string library functions that are included into the string.h, just like string str, rev, string reverse, str, cpy, string copy, lots of function. In the same way, there is another header file math.h which define common mathematical function. Now, how to include the header file? To include the header file, we use the concept hash include. It's mandatory. Now, every C program contain at least one function, and the name of that function is main function. And C program can be composed of multiple functions, but it contain at least one function known as the main function. The next part of the C program is to declare the main function. The syntax to declare the main function is as follows: int main curly braces start curly braces close. As the first, here you see the word int. Int is basically a return type. By default, every function in the C language is having the return type integer. We can omit this word, or we can simply write main parenthesis start parenthesis close, or curly braces start curly braces close. There is no need to write int keyword because it is by default. Every function by default return the integer data type. Main function return its value to the operating system. Now the next is variable declaration. Variable declaration, like just here inside the main program, I'm using the instruction integer space a terminated by semicolon. Here I am declaring the variable a that is of type integer. Declaring a variable means we are assigning a name to some memory location. And if you want to use any variable inside the C language, first of all we have to declare that variable before an operation in the function. If we do not declare the variable and we are using that variable, it will show an error. So there are some other rules to declare the variables which we cover later on, but here you can only try to understand what is variable. A variable is simply a assigning a name to some memory location. which is having name and address. So A is the name of that location and having some address which is automatically defined by the operating system of your computer. Now the structure of the C program. Body of a function in a C program refers to the operations that are performed in the function. For example, if you want to apply various operations, if you want to do sum of two numbers, or if you want to do searching, sorting, printing, manipulation, the main function will contain some operations like printf, scanf, or the code of that particular program or the particular task which we want to implement, and all these are called the basically the body, which is written inside the curly braces of the any function, either main or its sub function. Now the last part of the C program structure is return statement. At the end of program, you are saying return 0. By the meaning of return 0 means your program has been successfully terminated. Every program will return statement refer to the returning of the value from a function. The return statement and the return value depend upon the return type of a function. If the return type of a function is integer, function will return value of integer type. If the return type of a function is float, then function will return a value of type float. Now let us see the first sample program having name hash include studio.h. Integer main void printf Chandigarh University return 0. Here the first line hash include. The hash is called the preprocessor directive, and to include the header file we use either the angular bracket or either the double quotes. In the double quotes we can write studio.h or int main void. Here I am using the word void. If any function is not receiving any parameter, then we can write the word void. You can also omit, it's optional. So in the body, I'm not declaring any variables. I am just declaring a function printf, and which declaration was written in the studio.h header file. Here I'm writing the simple word Chandigarh University in the double quotes closed, parenthesis closed, after that semicolon. So every program we started execution from the main and its execution at the main. So whenever the program start, control comes to main program and following the first line. So here is the first line printf Chandigarh University. So printf, whatever the written in the double quotes, that will be printed on the screen, that goes to the output panel. And after that there is a return statement. It's a very simple program, just displaying the Chandigarh University or any other name which you write into the double quotes, and after that return 0. Here I am using the return type is integer. If in place of int I use the reserved void, then there is no need to use the return statement. It means your system is returning nothing. It is just only displaying the message only Chandigarh University. Now how to execute the above program? In order to execute the above program, there are lots of online compiler as well as offline compiler. Offline compilers are like Turbo C. There are certain online compiler like id.gigs or gigs.org, id1.com, codepad.org. There are lots of other C compiler which are installed on the internet. There is no need to install in your computer. In Windows, there are many compiler available freely for compilation of C program like CodeBlock, Dev C++. In the Linux, for Linux, GCC come bundled with the Linux. CodeBlock can also used with the Linux. So we strongly recommend CodeBlock. There are various other compiler, Reptel, lots of other online compiler which can be easily useful to convert our high level code into the low level code.